Hello and welcome to episode 127 of the Focus on Gaming podcast. My name is Duncan.
And my name is Martin.
And he's back
No.
from the dead.
It's been an extra long time in the dead at this point.
Yeah, extra death time. But yeah, unfortunately, Tom's dead, isn't he? So, yeah.
Yeah. So my revival has coincided with Tom's.
He sacrificed his soul for you.
Yeah,
the sacrifices we make for this podcast.
Yeah, me and Tom usually have to take it in sort of turns, sacrifice, but usually it's been me more recently than Tom. Tom's been on it.
But we've had a couple of sort of missed weeks recently as well. I think all three of us have been super busy, but we've managed to get out some good things. I don't know if you heard, but last week we had our interview with David from Vectrex Mini. Lovely guy, really good interview. So episode 126, if people want to listen to that. It seems like an interesting proposition, that device. Tom's he says he's going to be first in the queue to get one, I think. Right. So, because you haven't been playing on here for a long time, I'm sure you've been playing thousands of hours worth of games.
Yeah, I don't know about thousands of hours, but yeah, I have done quite a bit of gaming on my
Legion Go S.
Legion Go S. I couldn't even remember what it's called then. Yeah, my Legion Go S. So it just makes gaming so much easier, doesn't it, when you've got a handheld, because you can just do it wherever you want. So it's not like
sit on the toilet and have a poo.
Yeah, exactly.
And shoot some people in the face.
It's like, even though setting up a console isn't like that big of a task, it does seem like I'm gonna go and turn it on and get the. Whereas like with a handheld, you're just like, it's just on the sofa. I'm just gonna go and sit on the sofa and play half an hour before I like. So yeah, my gaming has probably gone up because of it. Since the last time we played, I played Abe's Odyssey, new and tasty. So I think I picked it up for about £3, £4.
Nice.
Classic game. On one of these CD key websites. I can't remember the exact one, but it was on. Yeah, and
this is now called loaded.com, I think. Yeah. And I named that one because that's the reliable one. Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, I can't remember what it is. I honestly can't remember, but I got it and it worked fine. So it was no good. Initially, actually, I got it and I couldn't get my controls to work because I was pressing the button. I could get onto like the home screen and stuff, but then whenever I was pressing buttons, nothing was happening. And then I had to like Google it, and then you had to like change it because it was keyboard and mouse or whatever. So, but I was able to work that out. And then,
that's the beautiful thing about SteamOS is so easy. You just click on the keyboard or control icon or tap on it or use the controller, and then you can change any control to anything you want. And it's really easy. And you can do that in Windows Full Experience, but it's a bit more awkward.
Well, the Legion Go S.
It's not impossible, but it's a little more awkward.
Yeah, well, the Legion Go S is on the SteamOS, so it was quite. Once I realised what to do, it was quite easy to resolve it. But yeah, I played that and I completed it.
Nice. There's some hard levels, isn't there?
There is like some really tricky periods, tricky stages, and where you have to. Your timing has to be like really spot on, and like the last bit where there's like a 2-minute timer, and you've got to go through like you like jump through these mines and stuff, and then there's like
and you can't make a single millimeter mistake, can you?
No, you'll blow up, and then you'll have to like. The good thing about it though is that you were sort of restarting quite near where you were, so it wasn't like so. That's what I hate about certain games, that you die and then you go so far back, and then it just puts you off. Then going
definitely.
But yeah, so it wasn't with that. But yeah, it was quite And then I got to, and then you would go through it, and there's like the time in mind where you'd have to press it exactly on green, or they would blow up, and you're doing that under time constraints. So, and then you'd do that, and then you'd go down like a platform or the lift, and you were there, and there'd be all the people who own the company, or like the board members. But then it took me a while to work out because I was because you get to a certain point where Abe can sort of transform and he can blow things up.
Hello.
I was doing that, but I only had like one of them. But you needed two, and I didn't know, so I had to when I was doing I had to like save ones to get extra ones. But yeah, once I got that and I completed the game, you get the alternative endings, don't you, with Abe? Depending on how many of
what are they called? You have to get the no.
What are they called? The muckadins or something like that.
No, I don't know.
Muckadins, I think they're called. Yeah. So depending on how many you saved, I think if you saved over 50%, you have like a good ending. If you save over less than 50%,
Madokan,
you get a bad ending. So essentially, you get captured at this board meeting. And they take you to this cell or whatever, and you're there, and you're sort of being hung up, and you're there, and you've got razors or stuff behind under you, and they're going to drop you in there. Essentially, you'll get all chopped up, and you got the other Mokkiden, and they're watching it, and they can save you, and they were like, they have like a little meeting, and if you saved over 50%, they decide to save you, and you end up sort of they come in and somehow save you.
Okay.
And if you don't, they go, he didn't like help us, let's just like leave him. I thought I'd saved a lot, but obviously I didn't, because they put the thumbs down, and then the game ends by then just throwing me into like a blank. So I Googled it, and I was like, I can't remember, like, why is that ending? And then I looked at it, and it was like, yeah, it depends on. But there was like time. Generally, I did try and save as many as I could. I didn't like leave any, like if they were. But there were times where I just didn't have.
Tried to save them 40 times. You're like, do you know what? I'm sorry, but no.
Well, there was like one where you get that bit where you. For people who haven't played the game, it's quite hard to explain. But there's a bit where you can't do that where you open up the portal, because there's like a camera thing that it'll zap you, and you have to have your like demon-like thing, because you can blow them up. But you can only get that demon-like thing by saving a number. So if you haven't saved a certain amount on one bit, you then can save others on another bit, which meant there was some section where I was like, I just can't save you because I'll just get zapped every time. Or there'd be other times where they would get caught up in crossfire. So you would take control of a slig, and then the other slig would try and shoot you, and you're taking over that other slig, and then they would end up accidentally shooting some of the workers. And I was like, I can't actually do anything about that. So
it is a really hard game.
It is, yeah.
To get all, it's like 100 or something, isn't it? You either have to follow a guide or be doing it for probably hundreds of hours. Because like you said, there's sometimes where you think, I've got to do this, and you use something up, but then if you'd saved it and done it that bit in a different way, you could have used that special power at the next bit, which would have saved another one, which then, because you've used it up, you can't then save the next one.
There were times where I like deliberately killed myself, so I would reset at the checkpoint because I had accidentally killed one as a slig trying to shoot another slig. But then if I didn't try to shoot the slig, they would then shoot me, killing the other workers as well as the slig that I was in control of. So I was like, I don't know. There was just some bits where it was a bit like I wasn't sure. Obviously, there would be a way of getting around it but I wasn't going to watch a guide or whatever to do it. But yeah, so I really enjoyed it though. I like the bit where I can't remember what it's called, but it's like that. animal thing. You jump on its back, and that's quite fun.
To be honest, it has probably been. Well, I got the game when it came out in '97.
Yeah, because the remastered version of like the.
I played it on the original PlayStation, so
yeah, I played it on the original.
I can remember. The main thing, obviously, I can remember is I'll go out on a limb and say it's at least one of the very first games to have a dedicated fart button.
Yeah. So you have to use that fart button when you've got like these sequences. They'll do a sequence for you, and you have to repeat it to them. To like to the other Mockadens, and it always ends in a fart. But what I didn't, because I played it on the PlayStation, but I always just thought it was like mainly in the factory, but it's actually most of the games outside of the factory. There's only a little bit at the start and then at the end, but everything in the middle is outside. But that was like a bit of a surprise. But yeah, it had been a while since I played it. So.
Yeah, I mean there was Abe's Exodus as well. I played that, and I think I'll complete that when it was originally out. But the 3D ones I never really got on with. I only ever tried them like for short amounts. Munch's Odyssey, was that?
Yeah, I haven't played that. No, the only other one I played was Soulstorm, which was out a few years ago, but that's like the 2.5D they call it, don't they? 2.5D, which was quite similar to like the originals. But yeah, I haven't played any of like the Xbox because it was like
Stranger's Wrath as well, which was a 3D entry into it. I can't remember if Munch's Odyssey was a 2D one or 3. I think it was a 3D one. But yeah, they're called Mudokons.
Mudokon.
There you go. So, fantastic game. It's crazy to think that is 30 years old next year. That first game. That's just crazy that I'm old enough to have played it when I was an adult. Oh, another one of those ones that makes me feel old. No, it's a definite. It's a classic that I think in 20 years' time people will still be playing it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think just platformers just age well.
Well, funnily enough, Oddworld is a harder version of a game that's come out on Game Pass that I've been playing. Yeah, so a nice little segue there. So I've been playing. Came out on Game Pass recently. Planet Alana 2. Now, Planet Alana 1 was a sort of a cross between sort of your Oddworld and Limbo kind of thing. You have this little cat type creature called Mui or something. I think his name is Mui, and he can activate things for you or grab things or distract things for you. So it's a puzzle platformer similar to Oddworld and Limbo. But yeah, it's great. If you like that kind of thing, like Oddworld, Planet Alana 2, fantastic game. It's on Game Pass now. And I think the original is still on Game Pass. So play them both. They're not actually that long. Long enough. And especially if you can't get any of the puzzles, then they're very long. But it's just the right amount of difficulty that you can do it without a guide. Most people can eventually. But, if you just used a guide, you'd probably go through it in an hour and a half, 2 hours. Great game. I haven't completed this one, so I'm presuming it's bigger than the first one. Again, don't know yet. We'll have to find out. But yeah, so have you been playing anything else?
I have.
Oh yeah, go on.
The last few days, I've been playing Resident Evil 8. So not the new one, not Requiem, but Village. Because I was tempted to get Requiem, but then I hadn't played 8. And it's on Game Pass. So I thought, instead of getting Requiem, I'll play Resident Evil Village. I've probably played it for about 3 or 4 hours at this point. I'm in the castle with the the daughters and the
Tall,
woman.
sexy vampires.
So I'm at the bit at the moment where I've killed the 3 daughters and I'm just trying to escape the castle at the moment. I've got to get these masks to go on these platforms. I think that will open a door then for me to escape. But I have to try and avoid the big woman because she's obviously just trying there to kill you and you can't actually. I've realised I've been shooting her and I realised that there's nothing you can do. You just have to try and like avoid her.
Just wasting your ammo.
I know. Yeah. So I was like a bit annoyed about that because ammo is obviously hard to come by in Resident Evil games. I was like,
yes, definitely.
So I now know just run and just like try and do like the puzzles without her killing you.
He bravely ran away, bravely ran away.
This is a common thing with Resident Evil game. I always forget because I always get like bits where I get really stuck and I'm like, I just don't know what to do. And I forget you have to examine some items, don't you? And then you examine the item and then realize there's something in that item. So it's like a bit in the castle and I was like, I just can't work out. I was like, I've been going around the same areas over and over again. I really had to look at a ring to take an eyeball out the ring to put it in this. But it took me so long to work it out. So I've probably been playing about 5 hours and I probably spent about 2 hours trying to work out how to get this eyeball. All that I didn't realize I had to take the eyeball out of the ring. Like I could see this, like it was like a statue in a door and it was missing an eyeball. And I was like, I think I'm going to have to somehow find an eyeball, but I couldn't work it out. And then I looked at my ring and it was called like eyeball ring or something. It wasn't like that obvious, but it was something like eyeball of blah. And I was like,
so you got your balls out your ring, yeah?
Yeah. And then I examined it and it was like, you take the eyeball out, and I was like, well, I know now where that eyeball has to go. So, but it took me and there was another bit as well where it was like I can't remember what it was. It was, I don't know, it was like a pouch thing, and then the pouch had like a screwdriver in it, but you had to examine the pouch and the screwdriver was at the back. Because I had a car key in it, but the car key was obvious, but the screwdriver was like, I was like, I guess like, sometimes when you're, I know because you're like already playing it in a bit of a heightened sense of like panic mode, you don't sit and think sometimes because you're just trying to do everything as quickly as possible. But you're like, I don't really want to be like sticking around longer than I need to be. So that at this point with the eyeball thing, I'd killed like everything. So it was just like going around like, I just.
Where is it? I've been everywhere. I've looked at everything except for what's in my
I was like, is there something like a drawer I haven't looked at or whatever?
See, those things that annoy me a bit because if you pick up a bloody ring and there's an eyeball in it and you go, oh, look, there's an eyeball. Oh, look, it comes out. And then you go, oh, that's a bit weird. Put it in my pocket. Okay. You go up something. Oh, look, there's an eyeball. There you go. You shouldn't have to look in your inventory, or it should give you a hint. Maybe have like a little icon, like, or when you pick it up, says, "Oh, that looks a bit weird," which sometimes Resident Evil does with some things. It'll go, "Oh, that looks like it pushes."
Yeah. They do like have some subtle hints, don't they? Like,
but things in your inventory that need examining, and it's like, "Yep, I've examined it," and you just haven't turned it to the right angle.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's not just about examining it; you also have to like rotate it to the point where it like then pops up. Like,
indeed. So,
there was like another one as well with a moose head. It had like something on the back of it. I had to replace it, and because I needed the mask. Because there's like the mask of joy, the mask of rage, or mask of I can't remember, the hope or something. And I needed to get one mask of this thing, but every time I took the mask off, it would close the door that I needed to get through. And I was like, well, how am I meant to? I need the mask, but I need to get through that door. And then again, that took me a while. I had to like look at this moose head thing, and I twisted it round. It had like a little screw at the back, and I unscrewed it, and then I was able to put it in the where the mask of joy was. All the
So
mask.
you've had balls in your ring. You've been, moose.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it was a
Coming
moose.
in the
It,
back of the
it might
moose
be like
head.
a deer head or something. But yeah, it was like a.
There's a
And then,
moose,
yeah.
moose, a moose, this hoose. Sounds. But was there any good scary bits? Because that's one thing. Resident Evil 7 is the last one I played. And I mean, we all know what a wuss I am with horror games. And yeah, I mean that just that initial bit of walking around that house, that family house, with your wife and the family that are chasing you around it, kind of thing. Oh no, thanks, no.
Resident Evil
no.
8 starts in that house.
Yes, I have literally played the beginning of it. I'm like, really hope that they're not here still, because if they are, I'll just turn it off. But I think you kill them all in 7, I think. Yeah.
Like, it's not as scary as there have been like some scary, because I like Googled it before in terms of like Resident Evil 7 usually comes up as the scariest Resident Evil game.
Yeah.
But this one was like coming up either as like the second scariest or the third after like Resident Evil 2. Like they were like the ones that were, but like by consensus it was always Resident Evil 7, and then it was either like and they said like the particular bit I'm in now, there's like saying that's like where it is particularly scary. But I am playing it on casual, so maybe that's why. So there isn't that sense of like I'm going to die, because even when
I'm with you there, though. I'm with you. I'm totally these games. Put it on easy. Just enjoy the story and don't have a heart attack.
So if I had it on like normal, I would be probably a bit more like. There will be a few times like jump scares where I've opened the door and that big woman's like
right behind it
on the other side and about to like hit me, and I have to like run away or like turn around and like sprint off.
So have you played Mortuary Assistant yet?
No, I have not played Mortuary.
I might have to buy you that, I think, just so you can play that. I mean, it is just horribly terrifying. And it does all the jump scares perfectly, where like you'll just walk in and there'll be a dead body standing up, and it's not doing anything, but like you'll be like, what happens if you walk towards it and the lights will go out and it'll come on and it'll be gone, and you'll be like, oh, okay then. And then turn around and it's behind you and it flies at you, kind of thing. Or at one point there's a woman standing outside a window, and you can walk right up to the window and she's there, just this like freaky looking woman just staring at you. And again, all you have to do is slightly look away and she disappears, and then she'll either be behind you or the body that you're like filling with formaldehyde, it will suddenly sit up and grab you, kind of thing. And like, I played that on the 24-hour stream, and I think I ended up playing it for an hour and a half before it crashed. I was like, yep, that's a sign. And I stopped playing it. It was just horrible for me. I hated it. I don't like those kind of games that do it really well. But I'd heard with Resident Evil 8 that it was less about the scares and more just the sort of the typical creepy, gunky, gross stuff, and vampires with big boobs.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, the bit I'm on now, it's always a bit scary when you can't like kill something and you have to just run away from it, because it's like the bit with like Nemesis, isn't it, in like Resident Evil 3.
Bravely ran away.
Just where it's just like run, but there was like one near the beginning of the game when you're when you first come across these like, I don't know what they are, like these zombie type things that like try to eat you. And it was like, there was one bit and it was just like, run. That's what it said on the screen. And that was a bit panicky. And I was trying to like run this gate so I could get in and like lock it. And then I tried to get in this house, and then you can like board up the house when you're in there. But I was so panicking when I was doing it that I wasn't able to board up the house. So then they all got in. and then it just said survive on the screen. I was like, for God's sake. It was only like the first half an hour in the game. I had like all I had was a knife at this point, but I was able to like kill pretty much about 10 of them with my knife. So I don't know if I would have able to done that on casual, but yeah, it was.
Yeah, because with Village, I was doing it as well. Because you get kidnapped and you just wake up in a village, don't you?
Yeah.
And you have to work your way around.
Yeah.
Because I got that far as well, and I was at first I was trying to kill them all. Then I walked into another building that I walked in. And there's a gun. I'm like, oh great. But I think that only had like about 4 bullets or something like that.
Yeah, I'm alright with my my gun now. I've upgraded because there's this really big fat guy. Like you meet outside the castle, and he has like a shop.
Oh, the store guy, yes.
Yeah, and then he ends up in the castle with you. I've upgraded both my shotgun and my pistol to like is as good as they can be, and I've got quite a lot of ammo for both of them now. But you do use quite a lot of ammo on each. Like it probably takes you about 5 bullets to the kill, like just the standard zombie thing. So they do go quite quickly, but yeah. So yeah.
So and also Requiem has been quite well received.
Yeah,
I do believe
that's why I was tempted to get it because of the reviews it was getting. But I think Village was well received, but I think Requiem is better received than Village. So
yes, so far it's sitting at 89 on Metacritic. So yeah, everybody that I've seen that's played it has been loving it, saying it's really good, and it looks fantastic as well. So yeah, looking good.
Yeah, I think you play 2 characters on that, don't you?
Yeah, one of them's Leon Kennedy, I think, from Resident Evil 2 fame. But yeah, there was some puzzle or something that people took forever to work out, and then there's some secret like post-credits scene or something that people aren't sure about. Something else, I won't spoil it on here, but I read somewhere that people are like, oh, this happened, and that means this is true, blah blah blah. So lots of sort of ongoing stories and lore, I think, in this one. Whether thing is, I mean, how many Resident Evil games have there been now? Probably 15, 20 of them, and it's all a bit blurry now, all a bit blurring into one, all the stories. Yeah. I generally get these free in, well, I say free as part of bundles. So I own Resident Evil 7 and 8 because 8 was in a humble choice this month, but I haven't started it on that. But it is on Game Pass as well.
Yes, yeah.
Which is where I played it so far. I haven't got any further though because too scary. It's not actually too scary. I've just had too many other games that I've been playing recently. But I'll go on some of them now actually.
Yeah.
So Game Pass has been really busy, and as we all know, I'm the Xbox guy. So first of all was Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora. I've been wanting to play this for a long while, and it's an Ubisoft game, and it's an Avatar game, so it's an Ubisoft open world game in Avatar. I think that basically, if you know Ubisoft open world games and you know Avatar, you know what you're letting yourself in for. That's it. It's it's Far Cry meets Avatar. So it has bases where it has enemies that you have to kill. It has upgrades. It has money. It has large open world and lots of things to unlock. So looks great. Plays okay. I'm playing it. You can play it in first person or third person, and really good. But 2 games there is that I've been playing the most. One is TCG, Card Shop Simulator, which has been out on PC for quite a while, but it's one of these shop simulators, but also has, I think it's some like 2,000 Pokemon style card collections that you have to get. So you have the shop, you buy the packs, and people buy the packs off you, or you can open them yourself and then sell them on. So it's a shop simulator, but with the trading card game skin on it, kind of thing, with the ability that you can actually complete your collection. And yeah, no, it's like a lot of these shop simulators. It's slow going. You know, you get up to earning a couple of grand a day reasonably quickly if you're careful with the money. But yeah, the best part of it is the getting loads of cards and opening them all up. Eventually, you get machines that will open up like 64 card packs for you all while you're working, and you can employ people to serve the counter for you and all this kind of thing. So you can concentrate on opening packs and trading with people and all sorts. So yeah, I've probably already put in sort of 25, 30 hours into that.
Yeah, I mean, I really like trading cards, like just out of gaming. So I'll definitely have a look into it because
if you get it on PC, it's already sort of I think a full release kind of thing, and you could probably get it a bit cheaper actually. So it'd probably be cheaper on your Legion Go. Just check that it will work with controller, because if it doesn't, you'll have to reprogram your controller for it. But the other game that came out of nowhere actually, and I actually love it, and I advise everybody to go out and play it if it sounds like the kind of game that you might like. It's called Mini Shoot Adventures. Now, it looks really cheesy, the artwork for it. It looks cartoony, and I thought it was going to be meh. It's basically a twin stick shooter. I was about to say something rude then. A twin stick shooter with an open map kind of thing, Metroidvania. So imagine, like a twin stick shooter had like a baby with, I don't know, Shovel Knight or something like that. And it's really good. And it's got loads of accessibility, so it's not necessarily really hard for people who like nice and easy games like me. The graphics are very simple, but you have about 8 different types of enemies, and then you have loads of bosses that are different as well. But they all have the different ways how you have to dodge their bullets. It is slightly a bullet hell type game, so you get lots of bullets that you've got to dodge, and you get various upgrades where, like for example, there are certain walls that you can break, but only when you get the power shot upgrade. Eventually, I just got to the point where there's water in a lot of the map, and you obviously, at first, you drown whenever you go into it, or your ship, because it's a spaceship kind of thing. But spaceships as if they're the sentient beings of a planet kind of thing. And now I've got the ability that I can go on the water. So it's absolutely fantastic. You slowly upgrade, and you can upgrade about 12 different things, from the speed, your bullets range to the power, and then you can get a gun that shoots 2 bullets at a time, 3 bullets at a time, 4 bullets at a time, etc. It's just absolutely fantastic. I'm loving it. It's one of my top games of the year so far. Mini Shoot Adventures,
and that's on Game Pass.
That is on Game Pass. I'm just going to look up if it's on any other platforms. I can imagine it is. It's on Steam. It's on Switch 2, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, and original Nintendo Switch. So there you go.
Okay.
So pretty much any platform you want. I'm surprised it's not on PS4 as well. But still, yeah. I can imagine. Hang on.
It's of Game Pass, that isn't it? Games that you wouldn't really
Exactly.
play.
I would never have looked at that in a million years. Apparently, it came out on Steam on 2nd of April 2024. And it's got an overwhelmingly positive on Steam as well. And the tags for it is twin stick shooter, bullet hell, Metroidvania, exploration. And it's just absolutely fantastic. I'd highly recommend. In fact, if you said to me a twin stick Metroidvania, I'd be like, no. No thanks. Metroidvanias are not for me. I just clicked on Steam reviews actually, and the top one actually says it very nicely. Classic Zelda, but instead you're a ship and you're a twin stick shooter. So it's like classic Zelda games, but as a twin stick shooter.
Yeah.
So
The classic Zelda games are
classic.
trying to think of the word, even though it was right there in there.
Well, they're top down, aren't they? And that's what this is as well. Yeah, so I've already mentioned Planet of Lana 2. The only other game that I've played recently, I mean, there is Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 on Game Pass now, but I have that on PC, so I've played that before. Is Formula 1 2025 has come onto EA Play. Now, if you're going to play a race game, like a driving game, if you just wanted to race a car around a track, what would you look for on the title screen in terms of sort of what you want to play? It would just say something like race, wouldn't it? You might have your
career mode.
Yeah,
maybe.
Well, there would normally be a career mode and maybe an online version, a multiplayer version.
If you just arcade mode, I don't know. Yeah,
it would be arcade or just race or single player or something like that.
Yeah.
No. None of that in Formula 1 2025. Not only is there like intro and every single page you go to has this bloody commentator woman come onto it telling you, oh look, this thing that says customize, you can customize your character. Well, of course, I know that. Stop talking on every single page. Anyway, I could not find for the life of me how to find just to race a game like around a track. I just wanted to go on a track, see what it was like. That was it. I tell you what, my 8-year-old was in hysterics because I was getting so angry with this game. And it just made me mad. And it's quite obvious that they don't want people to just race around track because they'll know it's boring. And Formula 1 fans are going to want the whole, you can have a career mode and you can be Lando Norris or Max Verstappen and all this kind of thing. Or you can have, there's a whole thing about the F1 movie where you can play moments from the F1 movie or something like that. And then in this, I think it's like F1 World or something, and then there's various events and stuff, and then you've got to go right to the end of this menu where it's not even under then race or single race or play or anything like that. No, it's under Grand Prix. Well, surely they're all bloody Grand Prix. Anyway, it took me literally, because of cutscenes in going into other modes that you cannot skip because it has bloody story modes. It took me about 25 minutes to get onto a track. And then, actually, no, it took me a bit longer than that because I changed all the settings at one point. So I thought, do you know what? If I can't find a race, I'll change all the settings. So what it did, it changed some of those settings back to the original things when I went into Grand Prix because I hadn't changed the settings in this bit or something. What it was, I don't know, but it changed a load of my settings. And you went into settings when I did finally, after about 25, 30 minutes, find how to race this bloody game. No, can't change them while you're having a race because, screw you. So, Formula 1 2025, my official score is 1 out of 10. Don't play.
Yeah.
There you go.
That is-
Rant over.
It's
Well, why have a story mode on Formula One?
yeah, it's like you probably wouldn't have ever thought you would potentially have to watch or Google how can I just do a single race like
Even like there's the story mode. I think I can't remember what they call it now, but yeah, there's some story mode. It says it's a story mode, so I was like, okay, I'm not touching that one because I know there'll be a cutscene. I went in the career mode, and you start. Was it career mode or one of the other ones? And it starts off with this rubbish on. You're on some yacht in Monaco, and you've got to and whoever you've picked as your professional. So whether it's you got George Russell or Lewis Hamilton or whatever, they're just sitting looking at this piece of paper on a yacht after this woman said, here's a contract kind of thing. And so it's got like 10, 15 seconds of just this like digital version of these famous people staring at a piece of paper. They're not saying anything. They're just staring at a piece of paper and you can't skip it. Who thought that was a good idea? Oh, yes, that's what Formula One fans want. They want to stare at Max Verstappen staring at a piece of paper.
yeah. Is it similar, but like to this subject? But like one of my sort of pet hates in some games is where they have tutorials that you can't skip.
Yeah.
There was
especially when you played the game before.
Rory McIlroy's PGA Golf. And it would make you, if you had never played it, it would make you, which is fine if you hadn't played it. But like sometimes you would like, I don't know, uninstall the game and want to install it again. I had like friends around and we just we had to do this. In the end, we just turned it off because we were like, I can't be bothered to do tutorial because it was going through everything you knew. And it's like, oh, okay, we're now going to go through how you can drive. But I just want to play the game. I know how to do all of this. I think there was a Pikmin game once where there was like a tutorial. But yeah, sorry.
Golf ones, the tutorials, what they do as well. I hate stick control. I have to have 3-button control on the golf game. Sort of press it to start the bar, press it to finish the bar, do the spin. I cannot do the stick one. I've tried it, don't like it, can't do it, always slice it or whatever. I don't want to do it. I can play with the 3-button. So as soon as I started up, most of the games, even in the tutorials, you go in, you can press pause as a settings menu, and you go in and change it to 3-button. So I do this tutorial with 3-button control. And I'm like, all right then. And then we get to the point where it says, you can also play it like this. I will just change it to 3-button controls. I don't want to do that. Do you want to try it? No, I've already got it. Here you go. Here's 3-button control. Yes, sorry. Another rant, but yeah. So now I know exactly what you're talking about with that one. Yeah. Oh, infuriating. So yeah, Formula 1 2025. If you want to have, if you are a massive Formula 1 fan and you want to be in the whole, feel like you're actually being in the whole experience of it, then yeah, you might. But to be honest, although it is a massive sport, the people who want to have that story, I would even go so far as say it's niche. It is just for the people who, because somebody who has Assetto Corsa on a rig that's got all steering wheel and everything. Do you really think they care about signing a contract, or the fact that you're going out on having journalists take photos of you, or discussing what color your helmet is or whatever? No, they just want to go around
when you do your qualifying or whatever, you're tested and then racing.
Yeah, Yeah, do all the actual racing stuff or the qualifying stuff, not a problem. And I'm sure that 425, 21, 2035 does that very well. I'm sure it does. But just strip it down or make
Let
it
people
obvious. Yeah, make it obvious how you don't have to do that. Oh, do you know what? I feel a little bit better now. I feel a little bit, sort of.
Glad you got that.
Yeah, I've just got it off my chest. There's nothing else that's on my mind. It's just, just that. Just, oh, you should have seen my son doesn't normally laugh when I'm getting annoyed, but because he knew it wasn't at him, he's like, oh, he's absolutely piddling himself. He was finding it brilliant, but yeah, he doesn't want to play it either, unsurprisingly. Anyway, so blimey, we've actually done a lot of the a lot of it, just what we've been playing. So we are going to talk now, unless there's any other games you've been playing.
Not that I can think of. There probably is, but yeah, let's just keep it up.
There was some big news today, but it was just confirming what everybody already actually knew from various leaks and sort of confirmations that Xbox have announced that Project Helix is their next generation hardware, and it is going to be a PC that will play Xbox games. So not just a PC that has the Xbox platform. It will play your Xbox One, and we presume Xbox Series games, all in one device. It is big because they've confirmed it. They haven't confirmed anything else, and it is early. All we've got so far is a logo. And that is a logo for Project Helix, which they all have project names, so it won't be called Helix. So there you go. Excited for something like that? Would that be something that interests you?
No, not really.
No.
Not like I'm not against it, but it's not something I'm gonna.
It interests me, but the problem is they've been saying for a long time that their next piece of hardware is going to be a premium device. So if you're going to have hardware in there that will play, I mean, it will be. I think one thing they've said is that the backwards compatibility will be emulation. So they won't necessarily have to have lots of different hardware in there. But it will have to be a powerful PC. So you probably are looking at something where, especially with the price rises of RAM and stuff like that, I can see it being a £1,500, $2,000 device. I think they don't want it to be that much, but yeah. So I think £1,500 is probably likely. I'd love to be wrong, but to have something that I can just go, yeah, I'll buy a original Xbox game from eBay and stick that in, play that, without having to worry about emulators. I can put a 360 game disc in it. Great, excellent. Or I can go on the Xbox store and buy a 360 game or an original Xbox game. That'd be absolutely fantastic. I love that. But if it's coming out in 2027, then I won't probably have that kind of money because I'll still be rocking the ROG Xbox LAX. So, yeah, it's exciting, I think, to see their shift. And I think a lot of people are worried for where Xbox are going. At the end of the day, they own Activision Blizzard King. They own loads of others, which they're not going anywhere in the gaming industry, are they? But yes, they are.
In terms of hardware, I think there are people more like, are they going to be more focused on games and Game Pass? But
yeah, it'll be Game Pass, cloud gaming. They're looking for. It's the same as the film industry, basically. I mean, the film industry has drifted from a movie, back in the 80s and 90s, a movie would come out, let's say in the States in 92, it would come out in this country in 93, and then it wouldn't come out on video or eventually DVD and Blu-ray for maybe another year. Whereas now, everything is all digital. It's all released around the world, same day or within a couple of days, or it's at the cinema, and it's only at the movies for sometimes 2-3 weeks, and then a month later it's available digitally. Yeah, it's crazy now, and this is why movie theaters or cinemas are dying. A lot of them are, because a lot of people are, and I am sort of one of them. I do go to the cinema sometimes, but I am somebody who just goes, you know what, I can just wait and watch it at home. There's not those big epic films that I'm desperate to see at the cinema, kind of thing. But we'll wait to see if Avengers Doomsday is that way. But yeah, it's so. But I'm not going to. Yeah, I'm not going to pay 1,500 quid for Project Helix, because if it's a PC, I want my own hardware. What I hope they will do is use it as a base for building your own PC, and you'll be able to get games like Xbox Series games, not just Xbox platform games, on a regular PC. So if I right now, for example, a console exclusive, if I can play that on a PC in a year's time, that'd be great. I'd love that. But we'll have to wait and see. It is very early days. So yeah, we're unlikely to see anything concrete probably until the end of this year, I would say. But yeah, so there's no specs, nothing really. That's it.
We just, like you said, got told what we already knew.
And I think also this is probably to distract from the whole Phil Spencer is retiring. And there's all sorts of, rumors, conspiracy theories, all sorts about why he's retiring. At the end of the day, he's paid very handsomely. I think he probably thinks, my time's come to an end. And they've appointed an old, well, not an old, but somebody who was an AI director or something. So Sarah Bond has stepped away and stepped down, I think, and quit. And people, I think the Sarah Bond thing, she was being touted as the follow, Phil Spencer's heir, and the fact that they brought somebody else in by the Microsoft CEO, I think she's probably going, well, screw you, and decided to go somewhere else, which I'm sure she will fall into another job, no problem. But yeah, so there are rumors that this has been announced because they're trying to take the heat off the new Xbox lead. So has it worked? No, because everybody's still talking about her. Yeah, there is a little bit of, it's a woman kind of thing, but I don't know if you heard about her quite disastrous trying to claim that she was a gamer. So basically, she claimed she was a gamer, and they realised that her games had only been played for the previous 29 days. So she hasn't actually played any games. So she's not a gamer, and she's in charge of Xbox Gaming. Yay. But people on the podcast can't see that I'm putting my thumbs up there. So you see, I'm not always positive about Xbox. I do occasionally.
She the one who was in the video? She with the Xbox ROG Ally. Was she the one who introduced it? Is that her?
No, that's Sarah Bond. That's the one who's stepped down.
Oh, so the new
There's a
CEO.
new
Okay.
CEO.
Sarah
who
Bond
was-
is the one. Yeah, that's what I thought you were talking about. But
No, Sarah Bond has been around for a while. Her
so
name
she
is,
was the one they thought was going to take over from Phil Spencer. But
yeah, that's
brought
who
in.
everyone thought what she was.
Okay, but this
being
new CEO
written.
who's coming in isn't actually a gamer.
Yeah, so her name's Asha Sharma.
And she's to do with AI.
And she was, hang on, I'm just trying to work out. Hang on, new prospects. She takes over. So yeah, she was. What's her? Yeah, well, she's got the team and all this kind of thing. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, she was something to do with AI at Microsoft. And so everyone's first thought was, oh, so you're just going to do everything like to do with AI. And at the end of the day, if somebody, the holy grail would be to have AI at the point where we can go, right, I want a game that does this. And 5 minutes later, we can play it. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Wouldn't be very good for the game industry.
It wouldn't be very good for the gaming industry, indeed. And I think the ability to have a good game through AI is still a long way away.
Yeah. AI.
I mean, at the end of the day, there's IP, so you couldn't just go, let me play Far Cry 6, and it would make Far Cry 6 for you. It's going to have to be a, make me a 3D third-person action adventure that is based in an industrial world that has this and this and this, and it's shooting and has like 40 different guns and 13 different cars, and it'll be like, no, it's too much. But yeah, so imagine how hard it is now to get a picture from AI exactly as you want it.
Yeah.
And then imagine trying to do something as complex as a game. Something as like, I don't know, like Skyrim. That would be hilarious trying to describe that. No. I want a village where if you hit a chicken, everybody attacks you. That'd be cool. Chicken kicker simulator. Oh, excuse me. Anyway, so right, we've got a little time. So I'm going to put back on you now what you did to me and Tom. I want you to come up with the top 10 games, and we are over 50 minutes at the moment, so top 10 games, according to Metacritic, that are on the GameCube. Because you are the GameCube sort of, I think, sort of expert on the podcast.
I don't know, but yeah, I did like the GameCube.
So there are 10 games. There are 2 very similar, but because they are made by different sides, I'm not excluding them. Plus, I think there are some games that are very like the same franchise. Let's just say that. Okay. I think you can probably guess.
I reckon I could probably guess.
Right. So they start at 92. I mean, although games that are rated 92 go all the way down to number 16. But I am going to go for the top 10 according to this. So there is a stat behind there. So they are the highest. So which do you think is number 1?
I think that's Metroid Prime.
Oh, give the man a medal. Correct. So
I don't know.
I won't make you put the rest in order.
No. I'm going to think Metroid Prime 2 is also on the list.
Okay, I'm going to tell you that was rated 92. But that is the number 16.
Oh.
Yeah, so it is it is the bottom 92 rated out of all the 92 rated.
Okay. All right. Zelda Wind Waker.
Zelda: The Legend of Zelda: Wind Waker. 96. That is number 4. So I'll say you've got 3 lives, yeah.
Okay.
And then we'll get.
Have I used one now with
You've used
Metroid
one,
Prime 2? Oh,
yeah, I'm afraid so.
it's gonna be hard then. Twilight Princess will be.
Now, so I've got to look at which one. Twilight Princess 96 is number 3. So that you thought that was number 2, didn't you?
Okay. I don't know what number 2 could be. Resident Evil 4. That'll be number 2.
That is number 2. Fantastic. Oh, he's on a roll.
Yeah.
He's on a roll. That is
The only
96
reason
as
is
well.
because it was in that test, that quiz I did with you and Tom, Resident Evil, and
yes,
I know
of
it
course,
was the highest rated Resident Evil game.
Yes, indeed. So there is. Oh, hang on. Hang on a minute. Oh, I'm looking at this. I don't know whether it's. It says it's. Oh, yeah, okay. Hang on. I'm just going to look up. Because there's one I've just looked at it. It might be just a promotional thing.
Okay, an actual game.
I'm just looking it up. Let's see. Oh wow! You can get a sealed version for £1,300. Yeah, so it. Yeah, it is a promotional disc, so I'm not going to count that one. It is. I'll tell you now.
Was it Zelda?
It is Legend of Zelda Collector's Edition, which apparently is 4 classic games.
Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask. That's. Is that the?
I don't know which ones it's got in, to be honest. It's not got much of a description, obviously. Yeah, probably. I don't know. It's like N64 ones and stuff. So.
Yeah, I think there was one where it had Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, and then I think it had also like demos of Twilight Princess, maybe Wind Waker. I don't know, but I remember.
So I won't count that one.
Yeah.
So that doesn't make any difference to Metroid.
There isn't any other Zelda games on the list other
there
than
is
Wind
no
Waker.
more Zelda games. No.
Okay. All right. I'm going to say Super Mario Sunshine.
I'm afraid that is number 2 gone. Hang on. Mario Sunshine. That's not even Super Mario Sunshine. Oh no. Okay. Hang on. I couldn't see that on there. Oh no. Yeah, it is. It's number 14. That is rated 92. So
92. I'm going to lose all my life on the 92.
Indeed. Would you like a hint?
All right, let me. I'm trying to think what.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you a hint on one of the difficult ones.
Okay.
One of the difficult ones. It has initials VJ, as in victory, jester, kind of thing. But can you think of a game on the? It was multiple platforms, I believe. It was on PlayStation 2 as well. There is number 5 was originally the Legend of Zelda Collection Edition. So number 5 now is probably one that you wouldn't have played, and nor would many of people in this country.
Because I got. All right. I feel like it's going to end pretty soon.
I'm going to do something on a video now, which obviously people listening to the podcast won't see, but
you proved something to me.
Oh, I did. And
like a baseball game.
No. Think of another one. Another sport.
Basketball.
No.
How many sports are there?
What's the biggest one in America? American
football.
American
Is it
football.
like a Madden?
It is
Okay.
Madden. It's Madden 2000.
Yeah, I would have never got that.
Nah. So then you'll love number 8 then, because number 8.
No.
Now, if you think of it, EA makes Madden, yeah.
Yeah.
So what was the what's the other sports game maker that does like golf games and basketball games? And depending on the year, they have an interesting way of putting what year it is. Because it's 2K. So what would it be? Think of the initials. American football initials.
Oh, NFL.
NFL 2K3. That's number 8.
Okay, I would. Yeah.
So you will get number 7. Actually, no, it's not number 7, is it? Now it's number 6. Number 6. I love it. It had a special character who was Link.
Soul Calibur.
Yay! Soul
I
Calibur.
was going to say Soul Calibur because I knew that was one, but I can remember if it was really high rated on Dreamcast, but I guess it was high rated on all of them.
93 that's got. So the one after that, number 7, is a platformer shooter, sort of very cartoony, very weird, released by Capcom. It's a bit quirky, I think. Very Japanese. I think it looks sort of like Mega Man, but it's not Mega Man. I don't know if you maybe know it, but do you want me to tell you? And it's a 93. It is Beautiful Joe.
Is that the VJ one?
VJ, yes. Beautiful, not beautiful. Beautiful.
I've heard of it. I have never played it though.
No, it is a good game. It's, platformer shooty kind of thing. Bit weird. Now,
all right. So how many do I have to get? How many's left?
Well, 2 more.
2 more.
Number 1 is I think one that started on, and I won't make you get the. I believe it's a horror game. So it's like a really creepy horror game. Is it on? Let's see if it's on different.
I want to guess, but I've got one that I think I could guess. But
Give
if
me
I get
the
it wrong,
initials, and I'll tell you if you're right.
ED.
Correct.
Internal Darkness.
Very good. Yeah. Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem.
Yeah.
92%. Even the user score is 86, which is pretty good for Metacritic. Yeah. Never played it myself because it's a horror game. And
I haven't played it all, but I have played some of it. Yeah, it's a good game. So,
and then number 10, because we got rid of the collector's promotional disc. It's a 92. It's the 3rd game in an arcadey style, I'll say sports game, but not your traditional sport. And it's not Tony Hawk's.
Arcade game.
Yeah, sort of arcadey, but think down the sort of Tony Hawk's kind of route, but in a different environment. And it's the 3rd game. 3 letters.
3 letters.
Yeah. Literally 3 letters. Not a word that's 3 letters.
It's one of that is X.
Indeed.
I can't. I know what it is. I cannot think of the other. It's not BMX, is it?
No, it's not BMX.
But it is. Is it to do with bike?
No.
Oh.
No, it's not.
Oh, is it to do with snowboarding?
It is.
Yeah. Oh, what's it called?
Go on. If you get the letters wrong, you fail. You fail everything. Your whole life is ended if you can't get these 3 letters.
Yeah.
It had another one. I think it was a tricky something tricky. Was it?
SSX.
Hey, there we go. SSX3.
I would have never got that. But
Nice.
I played that as well. I used to really like the SSX games.
They were fantastic back in the day. They're a bit not boring now, but they're a bit sort of like
You could do like racing, but you could also do. I think you could do like jumps on it and stuff, couldn't you?
Yeah, it's like tricks and all sorts of things. But yeah, you had to get a certain amount of points.
Yeah, SFX Tricky was one, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the PS2 one. Yeah, so like Super Smash Brothers was a 92, Prince of Persia Sands of Time was a 92, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 was a 91. So, some of the big hitters just missed out on the top 10.
Metroid Prime 2.
Metroid Prime 2 as well, yeah. So
and Galaxy, no, not Galaxy, Sunshine as well. That was like 2, wasn't it? So the ones that
yes, Super Mario Sunshine was 92, but not Pikmin 2, which is what I love the Pikmin games. There's 90. Love those games. I love puzzle games, so that's just me. Anyway, right, we've been talking for quite a while now, so people don't really want to hear us for that long. I don't know. Maybe they do. They should let us know. Anyway, I'll quick hello to my brother Thomas because he said he did listen. So Thomas, message me the word sausage if you listen to this. Anyway, right. On that note, what do we say? Like and subscribe and all that malarkey and reviews and all that kind of thing. And yeah, welcome back, Martin. And hopefully Tom will be back for the next episode. And on that note,
bye.